Good morning, ladies, and happy Wednesday. Rise on up. It is the start of a brand new day. Let's go. Hopefully your Tuesday went well and you are up and alert. I'm semi-alert, not completely because I haven't had my coffee yet. Haven't had my coffee yet or a walk or anything, but it is all good. Today's going to be a great day. I have academy training for new hires at the office today, as well as a dinner meeting tonight. Yeah, it's good stuff today. But before we get our day going, let's feed our souls. Proverbs chapter 11 is what we'll be going over, and verse 1 goes like this. Dishonest scales are an abomination to the Lord, but just a weight in his delight. When pride comes, then comes shame, but with humble is wisdom. The integrity of the upright will guide them, but the perversity of the unfaithful will destroy them. Riches do not profit in the day of the wrath, but the righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless will direct his way aright, but the wicked will fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright will deliver them, but the unfaithful will be caught by their lust. Verse 7, when a wicked man dies, his expectation will perish, and the hope of the unjust perishes. The righteous is delivered from trouble, and it comes to the wicked instead. The hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge the righteous will be delivered. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices. And when the wicked perish, there is jubilation. But the blessing of the upright at the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He is devoid of wisdom, despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his peace. A table-bearer reveals secrets, but he who is of a faithful spirit conceals a matter. Where there is no counsel, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Verse 15, he who is surety for a stranger will suffer, but one who hates being surety is secure. A gracious woman retains honor, but ruthless men retain riches. The merciful man does good for his own soul, but he who is cruel troubles his own flesh. The wicked man does deceptive work, but he who sows righteousness will have a sure reward. As righteousness leads to life, so he who pursues evil pursues it to his own death. Those who are of a perverse heart are an abomination to the Lord, but the blameless in their ways are his delight. Though they join forces, the wicked will not go unpunished, but the posterity of the righteous will be delivered. As a ring of gold in a swine's snout, so is a lovely woman who lacks discretion. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is one who scatters yet increases more, and there is one who withholds more than is right, but it leads to poverty. Verse 25, the generous soul will be made rich, and he who waters will also be watered himself. The people will curse him who withholds grain, but blessing will be on the head of him who sells it. He who earnestly seeks good finds favor, but the trouble will come to him who seeks evil. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like foliage. He who troubles his own house will inherit the wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise. Verse 31, if the righteous will be recommenced on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Some context behind chapter 11 in Proverbs is self-centered pride brings disgrace to the person and dishonor to God. This theme is common in Proverbs. In contrast, the wise display humility. To be humble is to be submissive to God and to the authorities he places in your life. The mouth is a destroyer of people and places, and one of the most terrible forms of destruction by the mouth is gossip. The divulging of a secret by a table-bearer is a betrayal of trust. Counsel carries the idea of giving wise direction on the course of life, and a gracious woman is described by contrasting the quiet victories of a beautiful character, which are honor and approval, with the ruthless victories won by force, which consistent in making and holding riches. Women of commendable character are mentioned elsewhere. The women of Israel wore nose rings as ornaments in the same way that women wear earrings and finger rings. The swine are considered unclean animals, thus making the example of a ring of gold in a pig's nose ludicrous. A gold ring could not beautify a dirty pig. Similarly to a woman's physical beauty can cover her lack of discretion or moral perception is ridiculous. Outward beauty with indiscreet conduct has no value and actually turns beauty into ugliness. And that is all for today's Bible study. Beauty can definitely be ugliness. Sometimes vanity gets the best of people, and the enemy makes you think all of these things, except God doesn't tell you you're not beautiful. God doesn't tell you you're not worth it. God doesn't tell you that you are not seen. God doesn't tell you that you can not do anything. God is a man of all things. He is everything. To be honest, he only sends positivity, light, peace, joy, especially if you follow the commands. If you don't, which is fine, everybody has free will, then the nasty voices that give us bad thoughts, the voices that put us down in our head, well, not necessarily voices, but you know what I mean. Okay, because nobody's crazy, but you know where context I'm going with. Those negative thoughts, those bad intentions, those bad speaking of the mouth, because the mouth, it has so much power. People don't realize that it is life and death. And slander and all that stuff's just not worth it. We all have our moments. I do. You just got to check yourself. Humble yourself and check yourself. But it's all good. There is mercy. There is also grace. But I got to get going. To a great day ahead. If you need prayer, hop on below. I'd love to pray for you. If not, hop on over to Facebook, Instagram, where I post about 90% of the time. So to a blessed day ahead, and be safe. Stay encouraged.